Okay, so here's another bag that I opened from my little journey. This was, I think, just right before I went into the hospital the first time on April 27th. So in this bag I just opened, I didn't know what was in there other than I knew these shoes. These were bears, and the I call them racetrack squares were on there. These are significant. In 2019, there was, when I was at CMH one day, I went in there and there was a woman who gave me some stuff to change into, and because I was all wet, and she gave me these socks, and they had a little strip on the top of the socks with this pattern, and I saw it as a race car flag, which meant that was a signal to me to hurry and to get the fuck out of there. So after I changed and cleaned myself up, I ran out of the bathroom, and that's when I took off from CMH, left my purse and everything behind. I thought that they were, because I had been there waiting for hours. I mean, it must have been like 3 hours waiting for a doctor to come see me, to talk to me. And I was thinking, like, what the fuck's taking so long? What are they doing? Why are, and I started to get paranoid thinking, like, that, it wasn't paranoid thinking like I was scared they were going to lock me up or anything. I was scared that, like, did they know who I was, and whatever it was that I was, not okay, and they were gonna try to, like, I don't know. I just was scared that, I don't know. But so anyways, these shoes, when I came across them recently, they were significant, and I wore them. And it was with this book. This was Robert's book, as you can tell, because there's food, especially probably oatmeal, all over. Oh yeah, and I remember I had opened this. Oh, that must be a phone number. 224, that's St. John's. Don't know why there'd be a St. John's number in Robert's book, and that is his handwriting, I'm pretty sure. But I saw this when I opened it weeks ago. When I looked at it, and I remember I circled the B in orange. At the time, the B stood for something, and I don't know what exactly. Plan B probably is something like it stood for. But this book, and then this is what else I found in the bag, was this receipt to Taco Bell, and I saw that the attendant's name was Frederick, and then, like, soon after that day, I came across someone on Facebook named Frederick, and that told me I was to pay attention to that name and what that person was saying. I don't remember what that was now. Let's see, what's this? Is the receipt to the gas station, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, this is the day I think that I went in, and it was so bizarre because I tried to buy lottery tickets, and it was weird. It was like I had gone into some other timeline, and the whole thing was empty, and there was a sign that said, "Sorry, we're out of lottery tickets." And I was like, "What? How are you guys out of lottery tickets?" But anyway, so here is one. I don't know, maybe this is a winner. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it. Probably not. And then this, which I picked up a couple of these, this was significant. I was thinking that somehow the U.S. military not only has been a part of this in a significant way, it's been in several different ways, but this was tied into how somehow the military was protecting me, or was going to help protect me. And, like, I maybe was going to, like, go into hiding in like the what's it called, the witness protection plan type thing. And because I know my therapist had told me about a complex that they have out in Eaton Rapids. Oh my gosh, Eaton Rapids. It was 5:01 when I looked at the clock. And how families, low income families of people who were in the military, or families of people in the military, and she told me that maybe I could get a place for me and my girls out there. This was years ago, and things were really bad with Evan, and I wanted really to get the kids away from him and this and that, but I didn't have any way of doing so, and she told me about it. So anyways, I found this card. I think I got this card at the Reputation coffee shop in DeWitt. I asked, I had money, but I only had my debit card. But I had asked, there were 3 women, and they represented, I think, me, my mom, and my sister. And you could tell that they were like all sisters, or at least I'm pretty sure they were. They seemed like it. And the one that was me, she was a little more outgoing and friendly and stuff, and I wasn't afraid to ask her. I just said, "Hey, do you have $1 I could borrow?" And she gave me $1, and I put it in to help the veterans, whatever the little association thing and that thing there. She probably was curious, but I asked for $1 and then just stuck it in that thing. And then, yeah, I took one of these, and that's what it represented for me, was like a reminder that somehow the military was going to help me. But also the military ended up being part of a scarier part of everything too. But that's what that was about. And then I found this little purple balloon, and this lavender purple represents my Aunt Sheila, which is funny. I just literally got done texting my Aunt Sheila something. So it's cool that I found this in here. And I took it, and I picked up the balloon, and I took all this stuff. Oh, well, let me say this first. And I found this bottle, and I just now looked at it. And let's see, when is this from? The number is 42, quantity 42. Well, that's strange that there's 42 in there. But the 42, that reminded me of the number Mags told me about from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. His favorite number is 42. Where's the date on this thing? Oh, 5/5/2022. Oh my God. Okay, so no wonder why it's for Depakote. I was like, I've never taken this before, but I did. They must have given me a prescription of Depakote when I came out of Havenwick. Oh yeah, that's right, they did. That's where these went. I put them in the bag with this stuff. I thought I threw them out. No, okay. So anyway, all that stuff was in this bag. And I think before I had any of this stuff, no, oh, that's right, the balloon. I found the balloon when I was on one of my little walks through town. And I had the shoes and this book in this black bag here. I was carrying it around with me. And then I found this on the sidewalk blowing in the wind. The balloon was blown up, of course. And I bent down and picked it up, and it was right in front of the barber shop, which was a significant thing too. So anyways, I took it and went I asked them, I just walked in and said, "Can I use your bathroom real quick?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I went in the bathroom, and I was in there for, who knows, probably about 10 minutes. Doing stuff, just observing everything in the bathroom. I picked up, I don't know if it's still in there. I think it is still in there, because I think I found it. Oh, I did. This was in the closet. Look at this. I took this from out of the cabinet. I should return this. I don't know if they need it, but it's a pull thing for the toilet, like an old school toilet, like the ones in Germany, like Ben's apartment. But anyway, this was in there, and for some reason I felt compelled that I had to take it. So I took it, and I opened the window because the window warning on it said something about children doing something. And I had some kind of vision, delusional thinking about my father throwing me out of a window when I was a child. Now, I knew that didn't ever really happen, but that what that meant was maybe that it symbolized when parents aren't mindful of the dangers of taking care of their children and accidents happen, whether it be falling out a window or ending up traumatizing them somehow. And then there was a brown bottle of like wood stain or something sitting on the shelf. It was a big bottle. And I took it and I squeezed it all. It was just like water though. Only water came out. They must have put water in it for some weird reason. I don't know. And it symbolized me. It was like I stood there and I envisioned like I was a man standing there taking a piss. And I just squeezed it and I had to squeeze the entire bottle out till it was empty. And it was like getting rid of all that toxicity from my past and the negative shit, holding on to dealing with my father in my childhood, with him being an alcoholic and being coming and going from our house, and my abandonment issues surrounding that, and the struggles I've had growing up with having a father and feeling like that maybe he could have done things differently, whatever, I don't know. I'm fine with everything now. Uh, but, and what was I thinking that? I was also thinking that by squeezing all that water out and getting rid of all that, because it was brown, it represented my father. It was my natural father, because brown's like natural color. But that it was wood stain represented that I'm getting too much going in my head now. It was too much stuff. So anyways, I was in that bathroom for a good 10 minutes at least. Just doing, what would seem to be weird stuff that didn't make sense to anyone. But it was all symbolization for me, and it meant something. And so anyways, I had this balloon that I had found on the sidewalk before I walked in, and I just knew I was supposed to grab it. It was meant for me as like a reminder that my Aunt Sheila is always with me, whatever. And when I was in there, after I did these things, opened the windows, squirted out all that water from the wood stain bottle, took this thing. Oh, and I also, in the bag, I tied it up and left it in the cabinet. I think that was kind of also like a payment for taking this. I don't know. No, it wasn't really. It was just because like it was supposed to be left as a clue almost or something. And maybe someone that would find this book and the shoes and stuff would understand maybe what that was supposed to mean. I don't know. I guess that's kind of what it was. It was 14:07 when I looked at the clock. And anyways, I took the balloon and I popped it. It made a really loud sound, and I was aware of the fact that it was probably gonna startle people and make people wonder what the fuck was going on in the bathroom, because I had been in there so long, and then all of a sudden this big pop came. So I popped it, and because I waited till I was ready, and then I just walked right out, and I don't remember even like looking at anyone or no. I did, yes. I looked at the middle guy who was cutting hair. He had a mustache. He had glasses, I think. He was a little bit different, not just in the way he looked, but his whole aura of his energy and stuff was different than the other two people working there on the ends. And he was the one who was real friendly to me and seemed like he was like, oh yeah, go ahead, use the bathroom, and the other two just kind of ignored me. And so that was like telling me he was like one of the good guys, like on my team, a little helper for me along the way in this journey. Wow, I got it out. I just explained that pretty well. Now, I wonder, whenever I tell these stories, it's like when I see people's face, when I tell the stories, I can tell that they're weird. But to me, see, this isn't even really weird. It's like it all makes sense to me. But when I tell the story and I see other people's faces and hear their breath or the little undertones I can tell that they make these gestures or whatever that, like, what I'm saying makes absolutely no fucking sense. And they're just like, what? Like, that thing where you like pull your head back and you roll your eyes kind of up, and you like squint and you get wrinkles in your forehead and you're just confused as fuck, and like, how does that make any sense at all? It doesn't. Like, that's just weird. And to me, I'm sitting there going, well, what's weird about that? That makes perfect sense to me. I mean, well, some of the stuff does, but some doesn't. I mean, the symbolism makes sense, but the fact that, I was going around feeling the need to do this, that kind of like makes sense, I guess, in a way, but to actually do it is something else. Like to go in there and in the barber shop and take this bag of stuff that seems so totally meaningless to most anyone and wouldn't understand the message and leave it. But no, it was only this, though. It wasn't that stuff. It was just this that was. Then this stuff later came. I put this all together to. It meant something, I guess. I don't know what, though. Especially, I don't know what the significant. Oh, I do remember. I think is when I decided that this was meaning that they were giving me too much. Yes, and that was right. Oh my gosh. Because when I came from the hospital from Havenwick, the first one, they were over medicating me because they were giving me this. Well, no, because this is an antipsychotic, the Depakote. Isn't it? Or is it a mood stabilizer or antipsychotic? Or anxiety or what? No, it is. It's an antipsychotic. I know that. So that's the thing. I didn't realize at the time. I only intuitively felt that was just too much. That with the other meds they gave me, Invega, which is another antipsychotic. In that day when I put this all together in the bag with the shoes and this stuff, it was because this was basically my commitment, my word saying, I'm not gonna fucking be over medicated. I will take medication. I will do this. I'll take the Invega, the antipsychotic is 1901. But no, I'm not going to be over medicated to the point where I don't experience anything anymore, any joy, any sorrow, I just feel like I'm fucking dead in a dark hole. I'm not gonna do that. I can take medication and keep myself out of psychosis and do all that and not be over medicated. And I think so that's why I must have put this in here, because I remember now what my thinking was when I got rid of these, and I thought I had thrown them out, but apparently I didn't. And now, in hindsight, looking at it, that makes total sense. And I am medicated. I am on, now not just the Invega pills, but Invega Sustain a shot um, to help keep me balanced and stuff. But this was like my refusal, saying I'm not going to let them over medicate me to the point where I can't be me anymore. It was 2024. Huh. Wow, this was good. I'm really glad I just did this. And now, see, now I feel like I could maybe possibly throw this stuff away in the trash. Well, unless this is a winner, I'll have to look. I don't want to throw that away. And get rid of it and not have to keep it in this bag laying around my house so that I don't forget. Because what happens is I do so many of these things and do this stuff, and then I totally forget my experiences. So when I keep them, and just like with my writing, when I write and stuff, it's like I can go back and remember. Well, okay, now it's time to look. I'm just going to record this. I'm going to look in here to see now if I threw my tarot cards out. I'm nervous to look. I've thought about it a couple of times in the past 24 hours, because last night I wanted to, for fun, do a tarot card reading, and then I realized, oh shit, I have not seen my tarot cards, and in the last, right before I went in the hospital and that little 3-day break I had, I threw away a lot of stuff. And some things are pretty devastating. I've done this before, like this backpack. Thank God this was Robert's military backpack that he got, probably from the VOA or something. But who told me that? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that story about Mike Nunham, the DeWitt cop. And he told me this is like a $400 backpack. I highly doubt that. But oh my gosh, I forgot all about that when I called the police and was dealing with him. Yeah. Anyways, okay. I'm going to look in here. It's 22:44. I'm going to look in here, and I hope I did not throw my tarot cards out. I hope if they're not in here, they wouldn't be anywhere else. Well, now me going through and seeing what's in here is going to be a whole nother thing. Because there's a whole nother bag of stuff that means something. And it looks like the book that I found of Olivia's, and Olivia's stuff that says, yes, she can, or something. In this bag represented the dream, or what I was shown a few different times. The belief that my daughter Olivia would become president one day. Maybe president of the world, but at least president of the United States. Oh no, I don't think they're gonna be in here. Shit. Oh no. Fuck, don't tell me I threw those out. It's not that I can't buy more tarot cards. I mean, well, when I get money, I could, but it's that they were super special to me. They were my Mary Magdalene. Oh, Mary. Oh my god, there they are. I just got goosebumps. Yes, there they are. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I'm so glad I didn't throw these out. I bought these in 2018 when I came out of jail. I've never used them except for just a couple times on those few days I was out of the hospital. I never used them. I gave up on everything, on all my interests. Soon after I came out of jail and the meds kicked in, and I got depressed again and lost lost any will I had to live or any kind of spiritual connection or anything. And so I never even got around to using them. And then since things started to change in the last couple of years, I've thought about it and stuff, but I'm just still a part of me, a part of it's fear, because a lot of it's just because I don't know. I've never really put a lot of stock into tarot card readings or psychics or anything like that, even though, which is funny. It might sound funny now, but I really don't. I think that so much of it is just fake and everything, but um, not just because I don't trust that this really would actually mean anything if I were to open these cards and do something, but also that there is a little underlying fear that what if it did actually work or something and did do something, and but that's the cool part, like, and even if I do use them, it's whatever I make it to be. There's nothing to be scared of, and there's nothing to feel dumb about if I open these up right now. And this is what I realized in those few days when I did use them, like 2 times. Oh, yeah. Let me see if they're still in the order. I had a cool experience when I had them out, and it was something that. Let me see what these first 10, or no, the first 7 ones were. I don't know if. Oh, yes, I remember now what happened. There's 1, intimacy. 2, co-creation. 3, Gaia. And I was just mind blown by what. And it was the first 7. What did I say? Oh, yeah, and then this one made me cry. So that was 4. 5, ascension. 6, what's it say? Liberation. And 7, color. Oh, geez, the colors. I don't know if that was the exact order, but that does seem like that was the. I don't remember the color ones, but anyway, so one day I decided I would try to use them, and I thought, well, I guess I gotta shuffle them. Is that what I do? And I thought, no, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what my father would do all the time when we were playing cards, whether we usually playing euchre, and he kept getting bad hands. When my father keeps getting bad hands, he'll take a deck of cards and he just throws them and they go all over the place, and then we pick them up and he says that changes the cards. This is how he thinks he'll start getting good cards after that. So I had that vision in my head of my father throwing the cards, and so I said, you know what, I'm gonna do that. That's how I'm gonna do this. And I don't know if I asked a question or what I did, whatever, or I just wanted to see what would happen to turn up in that moment. So I took the cards that day and I threw them, and literally it was amazing. Only one freaking card in the whole deck. They all landed face down except for one card was up. I don't remember which card it was now. Shit, which was it? But I don't know, maybe I just pulled this one out of there automatically without thinking. I just unconsciously took this one out of there. Maybe this is the one I was meant to see right now in this moment. Maybe that's how it works. Heart and soul. I think maybe I should try it and ask a question and just see what happens. I don't know. I don't know what else you're supposed to do with them, I guess. I just don't even ask anything. I just, in a certain time when it comes to me, pull this out and just see what the message means. And it could mean, whatever. And you don't have to put a lot of stock in it. Like, oh, I pulled out the heart and soul card at this moment, so that this means exactly this, and I have to go and live by this and do this. No, you just, so what? You get like an affirmation from the universe or from your cards or whatever that can help you. It was 30:11 when I looked at the clock. So heart and soul. I wonder what it says in here about, what about? Well, what's this say? I come to you through the all-embracing creative force of love. I flow inside your heart and thoughts just as you flow through my heart and thoughts. For we are one, eternally united. Oh, I love that. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. I just opened it and was about to start fanning through the pages like this, and I just opened it, happened to be on the page I was looking for. See, that's the kind of magic stuff that I love. That was fun. Okay, so what's it say? You are blessed and guided by the eternal spirit of love. Oh, good. This is a good one. A positive transformation is occurring in your life this very moment. Oh, shit. This actually worked. Well, I'm probably sure I could have related to any of these cards, but this is pretty cool. So let's see what else. Close your eyes and feel yourself bathed in the love which stems from the heart of goodness. This card is confirmation that all is unfolding as it should. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I'm so glad I did this. There is no need for concern, so stop taking things so seriously and trust. This is like just what I needed to hear about my fucking life right now. This is awesome. Okay, what else? It says, all unfolds in perfect harmony. Life is always full of opportunity. I am guided and protected. I surrender my concerns to the goddess of eternal life. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful and perfect for me. It was 32/19/20 when I looked. Oh, Mary. I love her. Wonder what she really looked like. That would be cool. Okay. So see, this was awesome. I want to read it one more time. I'm going to turn this off and read it one more time.